fate of the children of Lir. It happened that the 5 kings of Ireland met to determine who should have the head kingship over them. And King Lir of the Hill of the White Field expected surely he would be elected. When the nobles went into council together, they chose for head king Dearg, son of Dagda, because his father had been so great a druid and he was the eldest of his father's sons. But Lir left the assembly of the kings and went home to the Hill of the White Field. The other kings would have followed after Lir to give him wounds of spear and wounds of sword for not yielding obedience to the man to whom they had given the overlordship. But Dearg the king would not hear of it and said, "Rather let us bind him to us by the bonds of kinship, so that peace may dwell in the land. Send over to him for wife the choice of the 3 maidens of the fairest form and best repute in Erin, the 3 daughters of Oiil of Erin, my own 3 bosom nurslings." So the messengers brought word to Lir that Dearg the king would give him a foster child of his foster children. Lir thought well of it, and set out next day with 50 chariots from the Hill of the White Field, and he came to the lake of the Red near Killaloe. And when Lir saw the 3 daughters of Oiil, Dearg the king said to him, "Take thy choice of the maidens." Lir, "I know not," said Lir, "which is the choicest of them all, but the eldest of them is the noblest. It is she I had best take." "If so," said Dearg the king, "Ove is the eldest, and she shall be given to thee, if thou willest." So Lir and Ove were married and went back to the Hill of the White Field. And after this there came to them twins, a son and a daughter, and they gave them for names Fingula and Rod, and 2 more sons came to them, Fiacra and Connecticut. When they came, Ove died, and Lir mourned bitterly for her, and but for his great love for his children he would have died of his grief. And Dearg the king grieved for Lir and sent to him and said, "We grieve for Ove for thy sake, but, then our friendship may not be rent asunder, I will give unto thee your sister, Oifa, for a wife." So Lir agreed, and they were united, and he took her with him to his own house. And at first Oifa felt affection and honor for the children of the Lir and her sister, and indeed everyone who saw the 4 children could not help giving them the love of his soul. Lir doted upon the children, and they always slept in beds in front of their father, who used to rise at early dawn every morning and lie down among his children. But thereupon the dart of jealousy passed into Oifa on account of this, and she came to regard the children with hatred and enmity. One day her chariot was yoked for her, and she took with her the 4 children of Lir in it. Fingula was not willing to go with her on the journey, for she had dreamed a dream in the night warning her against Oifa, but she was not to avoid her fate. And when the chariot came to the Lake of the Oaks, Oifa said to the people, "Kill the 4 children of Lir and I will give you your own reward of every kind in the world." But they refused and told her it was an evil thought she had. Then she would have raised a sword herself to kill and destroy the children, but her own womanhood and her weakness prevented her. So she drove the children of Lir into the lake to bathe, and they did as Oifa told them. As soon as they were upon the lake, she struck them with a druid's wand of spells and wizardry and put them into the forms of 4 beautiful, perfectly white swans, and she sang this song over them: "I'm with you upon the wild waves, children of the king, henceforth your cries shall be with the flocks of birds." And Fingula answered, "Thou witch, we know thee by thy right name, thou mayest drive us from wave to wave, but sometimes we shall rest on the headlands, we shall receive relief, but thou punishment, though our bodies may be upon the lake, our minds at least shall fly homewards." And again she spoke, "The sign and end for the ruin and woe which thou hast brought upon us." Oifa laughed and said, "Never shall ye be free until the woman from the south be united to the man from the north, until Lairdnin of Connaught wed the Ock of Munster, nor shall any have power to bring you out of these forms. 900 years shall you wander over the lakes and streams of Erin. This only I will grant unto you, that you retain your own speech, and there shall be no music in the world equal to yours. The plaintive music you shall sing." This she said because repentance seized her for the evil she had done. And then she spake this lay: "Away from me, ye children